The first panel in this chapter is different than most when it comes to hero party mangas. Here we see a party completely relaxed with a bunch of free time. We get introduced to some of the members, Archer Rufu and Fighter Toifa. And in the midst of this we meet the main character. He says, "We already saved the world. There is no need for the hero party anymore, right?" Then he goes into a tantrum. "God damn it. 24/7 non-stop flirting. Stop showing off how popular you are." He says, "Rio ended up sleeping here, so there's nothing I can do about it." The hero's response only manages to piss him off further. He says, "I get why you're popular. You've got good looks. You're strong. You're the hero. But just because of that, isn't it weird that I'm not popular at all? Why am I not popular?" The hero tells him, "Your magic is so pretty." And he responds, "Don't patronize me. Just because you've got good looks must be nice." He tells them, "I'm telling you, I want to be kicked out. I heard there's a trend that if you get kicked out of a famous party, you'll suddenly become popular." The hero walks up to him and says, "But I really like you, Itsuka. Doesn't that make you popular?" For a second, Itsuka is stunned, but immediately returns to his old self and tells him, "Don't try to seduce me too." Before anything can go further, a message for the hero party and company. "You have been summoned to a meeting with the leaders of the International Confederation." In the next panel, we see a man who looks to be the leader of the Confederation, and he says, "I'm troubled by the fact that the world is at peace." The heroes are stunned. They're confused at this point. What does he mean by this? Then he explains, "The greatest threat to the world were the rampaging monsters and demons sent by the Demon Lord. After resolving the mystery surrounding these rampages, they've calmed down. Your accomplishments in this regard cannot be understated. However, interspecies tension as well as problematic relations have been resolved. Communication between magic cities and holy orders has been restored, and the medical industry, along with the education system, which previously lacked manpower and funding, have now changed for the better. The world was saved too much. Has something like that ever been said before though?" Itsuka says, "If that's the case, what's the problem?" Before the president can respond, a messenger comes, yelling "President," and then he says, "It'll be easier if I just show you." Immediately we meet a man. He seems pissed, and he asks, "Are you the hero party?" Itsuka immediately is wondering what's up with this guy. The president says he's a hero we summoned from another world. There's been more otherworlders lately. It's been super trendy for many years now. Summoning heroes from other worlds, I mean. The hero standing in front of them says, "I was summoned on your terms. You guys talked me up and told me I was the hero. And just when I thought now off to subjugate the Demon Lord, it was already over. Hence, I've been relieved of my duties as hero." Now, the heroes party immediately understands the issue. They ask the president, "Is there any way we can let him go back home?" And the president says, "Of course we'd send back anyone who wants to return." But before the president can say anything, the lone hero says, "If I went back home, I'd be returning to reality with 3 months of unapproved leave and the decomposing remains of the cup noodles I was in the middle of eating." The president also adds, "For some reason, heroes from a world called Japan tend to refuse to go back." Then the lone hero says, "This world's been saved, and while that's a wonderful thing in itself, it's still a hard pill to swallow. A slightly sunder, super serious muscle girl, a voluptuous, sexy elf Onisan, a cool, sharp-tongued lowly nun. They could have all been my party members. I could have been the popular one." Itsuka pulls up behind him and says, "I feel you." They go into a monologue between each other, realizing that they're actually kindred spirits. Then the lone hero starts to get serious. He says, "That's right. Now that I think about it, I don't have to put up with anything. I want to flirt with girls. I want to be cuddled by sexy Onisan. I want to have an OP isekai harem. The main hero realizes that this is pretty bad. This dude has now gone on a rampage. The pavement is cracked. At the very least, his power is clearly that of a hero. Itsuka goes into action, and the main hero tells him, don't kill him, just stop his movements. The main hero starts giving orders to his other party members. Rufu, bait him. Toifa, create an opening. And let me tell you, that is exactly what she does. With the distraction, Itsuka is able to use magic on him. When he's asked what he did to him, he says, I just shrank his clothes. After hydrating the clothing material, I rapidly dehydrated it, causing the entire affected area to constrict, with his testicles as the focal point. His clothes are probably made of magical beast fur, so they reacted to the magic power. The hero notices something and tells Itsuka to look. It's similar to what we've seen in the towns when demons were rampaging. They don't quite understand what's going on. The lone hero starts to talk. He says, isn't it alright for me to get a taste of happiness too, hero? The main hero tells him, sorry we took your opportunity to perform your duties. But you and I aren't so different. We're both heroes. These hands aren't meant to hurt people. Shouldn't we work together to protect everyone's smile? The lone hero crumbles. I'm sorry for talking big about being a hero. I'm just a potato chip that fell on the floor. The guards go ahead and take him away. It seems that the heroes who didn't go home and stayed here have started to rampage in several locations. There's one trying to manipulate dragons, and one trying to establish a country while brainwashing its citizens. One attacking residents and forcing them to drink a mysterious liquid. In addition, it seems that the number of accident reports is increasing every day. It's possible that all of this is due to the heroes not being able to perform their duties, or someone is purposely making them rampage. Itsuka thinks it's true that we stopped the demon lord's rampage, but is it possible that the monsters will also? Then the main hero says, we can't just leave it like that, right? Because we're the hero party. We need your magic and knowledge. And then he gets mad again, tells him, I already told you not to seduce me. Your face sure is nice. Damn it. Then we cut to nighttime. We see the hero taking off his armor. I wonder if that was too bold. Usually it's hard to tell, even though I'm happy to be with Itsuka. He, or should I say, she says, Itsuka, isn't it okay for only me to be popular? And then we realize the hero is actually a female. The chapter finishes with Itsuka crying, saying, goodbye popular me that could have been. And his party member tells him, stop dwelling on it and get ready to leave tomorrow. And that is the end of chapter 1.